later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll come out with a three tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game is sky high. In fact, you'd absolutely be stunned to come away with a loss.
Okay, here's second and 7 now from the 28.
Unlock line! Unlock line!
They'll keep it on the ground. LeBlanc, and they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. That's Samuel caught offside. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It'll go down to a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now here's Trenton Gill on to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It's taken to the 26. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
Ready, ready! Ready?
They'll start on the ground here on first down. A strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Ritter cannot escape, and they bring him down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here we go.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Slide 2. Hut, hut.
Ritter to throw it. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 32-yard line.
And we're going to see the ball in the air quite a bit here. This is a top 5 passing offense in the NFL. And they certainly like to get everybody involved. So this defense, they're going to have to be able to counterpunch somehow. They couldn't there, and it's an opening drive, first down.
So in Bear territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Ritter with it after the play fake. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Ready.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Ready.
Ritter. Here's a diving catch right side. He's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 22-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
Let's go now.
On 1st down, Jarrett. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Let's go.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Shot. 17. Set.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jarrett. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Vikings get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by shootout. And it's now a 7-0 game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. Offense ready to go for their next drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Tight. 19 tight.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. That pick is 9th on the season.
Kids, and you're playing Little League baseball, and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order. That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field. That wasn't so great.
That was a, you're picking dandelions.
Exactly. The 9 ranks, you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Back in the season.
Come on, set.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Hawkinson. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Set.
On On second down, Jarrett. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here we
They
go.
haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Claws raised. Ready?
Ritter back to throw.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves its sticks. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from.
Here we go.
Working
Here
his
we
way
go.
into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Slot man moves right.
Set, cut.
And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Vikings have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Now Shudak for the extra point.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down.
You look at this defense for the Vikings.
They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
They held them to just 7 points, and in reviewing the game tape, I'm wondering how they got the 7. I actually wrote a note to myself. How did they even score? The way they were playing, absolutely dominating on their side of the ball.
On 2nd down now. LeBlanc,
they'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
Yeah, they held them to just 7 points, and if you rewatch the game tape, and I did multiple times, it was amazing to me that the other guys even got 7. They were absolutely dominating on that side of the football.
Now 3rd down and 7.
they'll keep it on the ground. LeBlanc able to slither by. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 43. There'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Fourth down, so they send out Trenton Gill.
It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Down.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball.
so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just now supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Well, I mean, it hadn't been a picture-perfect first half for this defense to this point, but that's a big play to get them right back in the ballgame.
And I think that changes their mind frame. Now they're saying to themselves, hey, we're still in this. And even though our offense hasn't done anything, we've had our troubles on our own right, we still made a play right there that could change the course of this game. Great job delivering.
And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
Ready.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Ultra.
And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we would be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Okay, ready?
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46.
Striker, 3, fight, white. Hut.
Back to throw, Ritter. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Here we go.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half.
Red,
this is
cycle.
2nd and long.
Hut.
Ritter now. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Set, ready.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
Drill green. Ready.
First down, here's Ritter. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Ready.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
22 needle. Hut.
Now a handoff up the middle. Jarrett puts it on the carpet. It's out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
Let's go now.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
10 cycle. Strike. Check strike. Set.
They'll run on 1st down. Jarrett, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Let's go.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
52 black.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Come on, set.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Shovel, 38.
Up the middle they go. Jarrett. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. The 71 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side.
And he'll take this into the end zone. And hold on here, we do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Here we go.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal.
Blue strikers. Ready?
Ritter will set up to throw it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Ready, ready.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal.
Trail, yellow. Set, cut.
Now a handoff up the middle. Jarrett down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Well, he'll get this up awfully close to a 1st down, but by the looks of it, might be a yard shy. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25.
Yellow.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So the penalty declined, and they will keep the yardage on the completion.
And you could almost see him compartmentalize there throughout the route. Fought hard at the line of scrimmage, a lot of hand checking throughout the route. Great job staying focused on the football and pulling it in through the contact.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
70 Timberwolves.
Now a give right side. LeBlanc. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
2nd and 5. They'll set up to throw. Got an open man. It's McLeod. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Let's go.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Down to the 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, turnabout is fair play, I guess. They had a pick 6 against them earlier, and now this defense, Charles, they get a pick 6 of their own.
And for a moment, let's just set aside how it impacts the scoreboard, because how about the response? One defense gets the pick 6, the other comes back and matches it. These are two defenses that are planning on winning the game for their teams themselves.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
On the ready.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it. And that's something that could come back to hurt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Hey, full fury. Ready.
On 1st down, Jarrett evades him at the 10. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. 90 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, It puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. From the 4, it's second and a couple.
Mega.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Ready.
3rd and 3.
Hut.
Ritter fires quickly out wide.
Touchdown, Vikings! A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point up and good by Shudak. And the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Hawk 70.
And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback.
Here we go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Blue, go. Black Ultra. Hut.
Now Ritter to throw on first down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Michael Dana, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Ready, set.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Green Jack. Black shot. Ready.
Here's Ritter. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's going to be wrangled down quickly after the catch up at the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Set, ready. Hut, hut.
Ritter on 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
From the 48-yard line, here's
Fight,
2nd and 3.
97. Set.
Up the middle they go. Jarrett. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. And remember, the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Let's go now.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
6, mega. Hut.
They'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss. And they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
Ready
So
up.
not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches.
Fury, yellow. Ready?
From the gun, a run by Spiller. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Ready.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Touchdown! From 6 yards away. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now Shudak for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late. that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
That's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Come on, set.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
The partner is a former defensive back. They're having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Watch out now. 50.
Back to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
Ready.
2nd down and 4.
Slide through. Hut, hut.
They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. These two have looked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a 1st down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
Got it. Seal, black. Hut.
On 1st down, Ritter.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Here we go.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 2.
Ready.
He'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up...
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Down.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now a handoff up the middle. Jarrett, and he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Set, hut.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. They run behind center with Spiller, and he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
43 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Cougar 19. Ready.
They'll run on first down. LeBlanc. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see?
Ready.
Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They run the counter. LeBlanc. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Come on.
This offense so far on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they have possession. And they have it at the 38-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. It's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth.
It's an afternoon to forget. Absolutely.
Ready.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the Vikings who won that one on the road, so they'll look for the sweep here in Minneapolis.
Here we go, set.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 7.
Hey, check mega. Ready, go.
Right back to Spiller on 2nd down.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
Check smash. Check pick. Ready.
On 1st and 10 is Spiller.
There he goes left side. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Vikings.
Isaiah Spiller.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Vikings add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Now Shudak for the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25.
Here we go, set.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. LeBlanc, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try to find some targets in the open field downfield.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be
every fourth down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Let's go now.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Check steal.
And this team continues to stake its claim as Super Bowl favorites. They are now eyeing an 8th straight win as they begin this drive here in the fourth quarter. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Straight ahead, it's Spiller. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On the set. Smith, red. Set, go.
On second down, Jarrett. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game. And when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that was a 3rd and long run, and to me, that was just a wave the white flag kind of a situation. Obviously, they don't want to risk the chance of throwing it downfield and risking a turnover in this section of the field.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Minnesota, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.